Hi aspirants, welcome to a new lecture. In this lecture number 27, I will discuss the multiple choice questions on ecology which is relevant for UPSC Civil Services Prelims Examination 2021. Do tune in as we upload subsequent videos on various topics related to Civil Service Prelims Examination 2021. For your kind information, UPSC Civil Service Prelims Examination has been rescheduled and will be held on 10th October 2021. All the multiple choice questions, that is MCQs, are displayed as slide text on a video. A brief explanation of the answer is provided for most of the multiple choice questions discussed in this video, which will help the aspirants prepare for Civil Services Prelims Examination 2021. Please watch this video till the end. Key takeaways of this lecture. First, we will discuss the concept of ecology, and subsequently we will discuss food web and food chain. First, ecology. Ecology is the study of the relationship between living organisms, including humans, and the physical environment. It seeks to understand the vital connections between plants and animals and the world around them. Ecology also provides information about the benefits of ecosystems and how we can use Earth's resources in ways that leave the environment healthy for future generations. The four main levels of study in ecology are the organism, population, community, and ecosystem. The term ecology was first used in 1865, that is first coined in 1865 by Ritter. Now we move to food web. A food web can be described as a who eats whom that shows the complex feeding relationships in an ecosystem. The concept of a food web is credited to Charles Elton, who introduced in his 1927 book, Animal Ecology, the interconnectedness of how organisms are involved in energy transfer within an ecosystem is vital to understand food webs and how they apply to real-world science. The increase in toxic substances like man-made persistent organic pollutants can have a profound impact on species within an ecosystem. By analyzing food webs, scientists are able to study and predict how substances move through the ecosystem to help prevent the bioaccumulation and biomagnification of harmful substances. Now, what do we mean by the food chain? The food chain describes who eats whom in the wild. Every living thing, from one-celled algae to giant blue whales, needs food to survive. Each food chain is a possible pathway that energy and nutrients can follow through the ecosystem. For example, grass produces its own food from sunlight. A rabbit eats the grass. A fox eats the rabbit. When the fox dies, bacteria break down its body, returning it to the soil, where it provides nutrients for plants like grass. Of course, many different animals eat grass, and rabbits can eat other plants besides grass. Foxes in turn can eat many types of animals and plants. Each of these living things can be a part of multiple food chains. All of the interconnected and overlapping food chains in an ecosystem make up a food web. Food chains begin with plants, known as primary producers, followed by the animals that consume plants, primary consumers, or herbivores, the animals that eat herbivores, secondary consumers, and so on and so forth. Now let us move to the first question. Which one of the following is the best description of the term ecosystem? The choices are A community of organisms interacting with another. B, that part of the earth which is inhabited by living organisms. C, A community of organisms together with the environment in which they live, the flora and fauna of a geographic area. This question appeared in Civil Services Prelims Examination 2015. The answer is C, that is a community of organisms together with the environment in which they live. A brief explanation of this answer. All the organisms and the abiotic components which I have discussed in my previous lecture of environment form the ecosystem of the place. Thus, ecology deals with the organism and his environment. Now let us move to the second question. Which one of the following terms describes not only the physical space occupied by mechanism but also its functional role in the community of organisms? A. Ecotone, B. Ecological niche, C. Habitat, D. Home range. This question appeared in Civil Services Prelims Examination 2013. Answer is B, that is ecological niche. Now what is ecological niche? Ecological niche characterizes the position of a species within an ecosystem comprising species, habitat requirements as well as its functional role. Now let us move to the question number 3. Concerning food chains in ecosystems, which of the following kind of an organism is or are known as decomposer organism or organisms? One is virus, second is fungi, third is bacteria. Select the correct answer using the code given below. A. Only one, B. 2 and 3, C. 1 and 3, D. All of these. This question appeared in Civil Services Prelims Examination 2013. The answer is B, that is 2 and 3. Decomposers are nature's recyclers as they break down the organic matter found in the dead bodies of plants and animals. The term organic matter refers to the matter that comes from living organisms. Decomposers are mainly the microorganisms such as bacteria and fungi in the form of yeasts and molds that break down bodies of dead organisms and release compounds that can be used by producers. Now let us move to question number 4. Which one of the following organisms is likely to show the highest concentration of DDT once it has been introduced into the ecosystem? A is grasshopper, B is toad, C is snake, D is cattle. This question appeared in Civil Services Examination Prelims Examination 1997. The answer is C, that is snake. DDT is a non-biodegradable biomagnifying pollutant which increases in concentration from producers, primary consumers, secondary consumers to tertiary consumers. So the concentration of DDT will be highest in the snake. Number 5. Consider the following statements. The choices are: first, most of the world's coral reefs are in tropical waters. Second, more than one-third of the world coral reefs are located in the territories of Australia, Indonesia and the Philippines. Third, coral reefs host far more numbers of animal phyla than those hosted by tropical rainforest. Which of the above statement given above is or are correct? A. 1 and 2 only, B. 3 only, C. 1 and 3 only, D. 1, 2 and 3. That is, answer is D. That is 1, 2 and 3. That is, most of the world's coral reefs are in tropical waters. Second, more than one-third of the world coral reefs are located in the territories of Australia, Indonesia and the Philippines. Third, coral reefs host far more numbers of animal phyla than those hosted by tropical rainforest. A brief explanation of the answer. Corals are invertebrate animals. Reefs are created by hard coral which secrete a skeleton that can turn into joint structure like Australia Great Barrier Reef. Most of the world coral reefs are located in tropical oceans near the equator. More than one-third of the world's coral reefs is located in the territory of Australia, Indonesia and the Philippines. Now let us move to the question number 6. The Millennium Ecosystem Assessment describes the following major categories of ecosystem services. provisioning, supporting, regulating, preserving, and culturing. Which one of the following is supporting service? A. Production of food and water. B. Control of climate and disease. C. Nutrient cycling and crop pollination. D. Maintenance of diversity. This question appeared in Civil Services Prelims Examination 2012. The answer is C, that is nutrient cycling and crop pollination. A brief explanation. According to the World Development Report 2010, the Millennium Ecosystem Assessment describes the following 5 major categories of ecosystem services: provisioning services, regulating services, supporting services, culture services, preserving services. Nutrient cycling and crop pollination is a supporting service. Now let us move to question number 7. Concerning eco-sensitive zones, which of the following statements are correct? First, eco-sensitive zones are the areas that are declared for Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Second, the purpose of declaration of eco-sensitive zones is to prohibit all kinds of human activities in these zones except agriculture. Select the correct answer using the code given below. A. 1 only, B. 2 only, C. both 1 and 2, D. neither 1 nor 2. This question appeared in Civil Services Prelims Examination 2014. The answer is D. Neither 1 nor 2. Eco-sensitive zones are mentioned in the Environment Protection Act 1986. Hence, statement 1 is only correct. Now let us move to question number 8. In the grassland, trees do not replace the grasses as a part of the ecological succession because of the choices are A. Insects and fungi, B. Limited sunlight and paucity of nutrients, C. Water limits and fire, D. None of the above. This question has appeared in Civil Service Prelims Examination 2013. The answer is C. Water limits and fire. A brief explanation of the answer. Ecological succession is a gradual process by which ecosystems change and develop over time. In grassland, trees already been cleared away due to fire in the past, which also changes the ground composition. Without the trees to hold them, water washes away most of the soil and underlying ground becomes the pioneer population, which is then replaced by the grass. That is all for now. Before I sign off, do tune in for my next videos on new topics. Please share this video with your friends and subscribe in large numbers. We request aspirants to enroll for Prelims cum Mains 2021 and 2022 at a very competitive price. We really appreciate your encouragement and constructive suggestions. Keep evolving. Thanks.